Hello, movie lovers, and let me go on ahead and get this topic done. As of last week, last Tuesday, we lost the one and only Stan Lee. He was known for imagination. He was great at storytelling. He was just a great all-around person. Even if you haven't met the guy, and this is also the same thing with John Schnepp. Whenever I was talking about remembering John Schnepp, was the fact that he always made you feel a part of the community. He always made you feel like that you were somebody, whether you're a part of whether you met him or haven't met him. And from just seeing him on comic book and seeing him on other movies and cameos and stuff like that, you can tell this man was a really down to earth man who gave 110% whenever you would meet this person. He would tell you stories. He had a way of telling just a story about anything and grasp your attention for at least 10 to 15 minutes or more. And another thing too is, as someone that has read comics since I was little and on up, this person has gotten me through bullying, through everything, suicidal thoughts, through everything. Just like music has helped me throughout my years of high school and even whenever I was younger. But still, this guy has actually gave me a voice, gave me a reason to actually survive with the storytelling that he did, to be able to tell a story of Spider-Man, the Punisher, just different stories in general. And the very first comic book I ever bought was a Punisher comic book. And I remember actually being glued to these comics every single time whenever I would go across the street from my grandmother's house in Boston. I would go to the cigar place and actually go to the comic book rack and spin that spindle and see what else I could find. I would read hours upon hours. I would go on ahead and get myself some comics, go back to my grandma's apartment, and just read ridiculously a large amount of comics. And just seeing Stan Lee and Venom one last time before we get to actually see him again in the next Avengers movie makes me really happy that we actually got to see him at least for another glimpse and then see him another time and then that's it. But I really love the fact that whenever I watch a Marvel movie, I can actually watch it with a smile on my face instead of mourning him and knowing that he died at what he loved doing, which is bringing millions of us together in a big, huge community, being able to talk about certain comic books, to be able to give us a chance to actually feel a part of something. And that is something that won't ever change. Because I feel like, we're all fans of comic books, comic book movies, and there should not be any dividing in between the two. We're all supposed to be getting along. There shouldn't be this cancerous thing that we all have. We should be able to unite with one another, to be able to communicate with each other, to be able to actually speculate on certain things without arguing, because we're all part of the same community. And what Stan Lee built is just fantastic. And seeing him do what he's done in the past and present is just fantastic and phenomenal. And for us to fight over certain things just because we see one perspective of another is, to me, is a total disrespect and disregard towards Stan Lee in a sense. But that's just how I'm looking at it. But I feel like this. I feel like Stan Lee has actually done a lot for us in the geek culture, to be able to pick up a comic book and now able to relate to a Spider-Man or a Punisher or any other character for that. And it's all to him and Jack Kirby and everybody else. And, I really wish that I would have actually gotten a chance to actually meet Stan Lee, because that was actually one of my number one goals, to actually meet him. But still, even though I didn't get to meet him, I actually feel a part of something with him. So, anyways, tell me what you guys think. This is what I want to know. What was your number one Stan Lee moment? Did you ever meet the guy? Did you ever sat down and talk to him? Tell me below. I like to actually get to see what you guys have to say within the community and everything else that he built. I like to actually see what Stan Lee meant to you. So comment below. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, guys. And as always, until next time, bye-bye.